hey, we're going to do a spooky video without me eating a spooky snack. Let's do it. Well, here we go again. I really wanted to get myself the new Toxic Avenger popcorn bucket. And I know the movie's coming out. I don't think it comes out this week. I think it might be out next week at the time of this recording. And I've been seeing, I saw like one or two pictures pop up, not even on social. I saw it pop up like on a comic book website that was like, hey, Toxic Avenger popcorn bucket, Cinemark exclusive. I was like, oh my God, my local is a Cinemark. We never get exclusives. This will be great. I'll just go right to my local theater, which is a Cinemark. Pick up my Toxic Avenger popcorn bucket. I go. I'm looking around. I see all the usual suspects. I see like all the Smurf buckets. I see like the toothless buckets. You know, there's like a random Jurassic bucket left over, like one Tyrannosaurus, one sad dinosaur just like staring at me. I'm like, where's this Toxic Avenger Cinemark exclusive bucket? I talked to the manager, and this is what she told me, quote, this is a direct quote. She goes, yeah, I reached out to the merch team, and 99% of Cinemarks will be getting that Toxic Avenger bucket. We're the 1%. We're the 1%. I told you guys, I live in a sleepy little town. Sometimes it's really hard to get basic nerdy stuff. I was like, what am I supposed to do? I was like, can you special order this for me? She's like, nope. So yeah, I'm driving to another town to try to find this popcorn bucket because I really want it. So wish me luck. Here it is, the new Toxic Avenger popcorn bucket for the new Toxic Avenger movie. There was not any Toxic Avenger merch for the original run of movies. It's not like this, not on this scale. It's kind of cool to see the Toxic Avenger, something that I usually associate with like a very small indie movie, no studio help, getting this huge push from a corporation, from a huge cinema chain, in this case Cinemark. I had to have this, not only as a fan of Toxie, who was the Toxic Avenger, but also just as a fan of Troma and just kind of weird stuff. Like this toxic waste barrel design reminds me so much of the stuff. We had a whole wave of this when I was a kid in the 90s. We were like obsessed with toxic stuff, right? We had Captain Planet and the Planeteers who would fight the evils of pollution, right? But we also had the Toxic Crusaders, which was an animated series version of the original Toxic Avenger. So we were used to their toys and stuff. Our toys looked like this. Our Ninja Turtles and stuff fell in green ooze, right? Our Ghostbuster toys had slime coming out of them. So the minute I saw this thing, A, I was like, oh, cool, Toxic Avenger. But I was like, B, wow, this takes me right back. It's like a nostalgia bomb of like, look at this toxic can of sludge. Let's do some cutaways so we can get a better look at what's going on with this bucket. So on the first side, we've obviously got the logo for the Toxic Avenger. We've got our toxic waste sludge detailing all around the barrel. Looks like it's pooling out. This is my favorite detail, by the way. Tromaville, New Jersey. So if you know, you know, but you know that if you're a Toxic Avenger fan, Toxie, the monster hero, lives in a fictional city called Tromaville, which is named after Troma, the movie studio that releases all of the Toxic Avenger movies and a bunch of other awesome movies. I'm a big fan of them. And I flipped out when I saw this. I was like, oh man, because I didn't know, again, how closely this new movie was going to tie to the original. I was like, I knew Troma was involved, but was it going to have all the Troma stuff like Tromaville and Lloyd Kaufman, the guy who makes these movies? And the answer is yes. It's just surreal to see Tromaville represented on a huge, huge, like, mass market item. Anyway, that's my favorite detail. Moving on. We've got the logo for the new Toxic Avenger. As you see, we got the cross mops, which I really like, as well as the new Toxie look. You can see we got all this great detailing all around the barrel. Yeah, like all these just like little like sludge spots, or maybe they're blood spots, I'm not sure. And then on the top, we've got the radiation symbol. For our Troma fans who know their class of Nukem High, reading, writing, and radiation, I believe, was the tagline. Anyway, very cool. And on the bottom of the bucket, you know, you've got your standard, hey, this is made by Snapco, etc., etc. But this does open, so let's take a look at the inside. Oh, wow. Okay, yep. So our lid comes off. Here we go. Let's get a look inside. There we go at the bottom of the barrel. We have our Toxie face. And man, they did not skimp on the gross toxic waste sludge detailing on the inside of this thing. It is all stained green. I think there's... Is that like a... Is that the mop head? Or is that like... Or is that just like sludge marks? Or burn marks? I'm thinking that's the... Oh, it's the mop. Because there's the stick and there's the mop head. I think it's the mop. Yeah. There you go. I don't know who would put popcorn in this thing, because then you might mutate, but very cool as an item for the shelf. Let's pop the lid back on. As you can see, our trusty toxic waste radiation lid. Let the people know it's toxic. Oh! There you have it. Toxic Avenger popcorn bucket from Cinemark. I would say if you're a Toxic Avenger fan, even if you're not sure about this new movie and you're just a Troma fan or a fan of the original Toxic Avenger, I think you gotta pick this up. This feels like a must-own item because when else are you gonna get new Toxic stuff? It's so cool. Like, I love Troma, no offense to Troma, but if Troma made this, it would not be this well made. It would be totally cheap. They would charge you double what I paid, probably. It would take forever to get to you. I love them. Their shipping is always a nightmare. If you've ordered direct from them, you know what I'm talking about. So, again, it's cool to have the Troma stuff with the mass market company, we'll call it responsibility behind it. Making sure the stuff looks good, quality control, and you're getting it in a timely manner. I think if you're new to the Toxic Avenger and you want to know where to start, I would say you have two paths ahead of you. One is, if you don't like horror movies or super gross movies, which I do, but if you don't like those things, you can go ahead and get started with the Toxic Crusaders animated series on Blu-ray. This, to me, embodies the spirit of this popcorn bucket design, right? Like neon green, toxic sludge, action, the animation's cool, the character designs are great. I would highly recommend this. Now, if you're somebody who likes your movies bloody and a little crazy, and you haven't for some reason, although I would think you have if you like those things, you gotta get it. The original Toxic Avenger. This is a great movie. As well as my personal favorite, Toxic Avenger 2. I own all the Toxic Avenger movies. I told you I'm a fan of Toxic. Anyway, so you can't go wrong with either of those. But again, I would have to think, if you're getting this and you're interested in the new movie, you've probably seen these things. Okay, that's it for me. Just wanted to show you what the Toxic Avenger popcorn bucket looked like. I got this at Cinemark, as you no doubt heard me say earlier in the video, and I believe it was 16 bucks. I got it for 16 bucks. Not bad. I think even with my club discount, it was a little less. So if you're part of the movie club, hey, we just do movie awards, like that, then you'll probably get a couple bucks off maybe, but worth picking up for sure. And one of the more moderately priced popcorn tins out there. So yeah, check it out. Have fun. Toxic Avenger, the new one, comes out in a couple weeks. As of the time of this recording, it either comes out next week or in 2 weeks. It might come out on the same day as the Jaws 50th re-release. If that happens, I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I don't know if I have time to do a double feature. I hope I do, because I can't not go see Jaws on the big screen. That's crazy talk. Okay, anyway, if you like what you see and you want more, I'm over here on Instagram. Go give me a follow. And if you like what you see, please consider giving me a like and a subscribe. I have to figure out where to put the bucket because I'm running out of room. As you see, I should do videos on these, but I got my Yeti from the Disneyland 70th. That's a sipper. Got my Jaws 50th sipper. I've got a Slimer popcorn bucket. I've got a Bob Beetlejuice sipper. Man, I'm running out of room here. Okay, well, maybe he'll like go back there. Maybe the toxic sludge. Maybe Slimer can sit on top of him. Is that dangerous? That feels like it might be dangerous. Okay, as you can see, I climbed on a chair because and I put the Toxie barrel right there and put Slimer on top. That seems like it might hold. I'm afraid that thing's gonna fall over on me. I work down here. What if I'm working and Slimer like falls on my head or something? Anyway, for now, we're gonna leave him up there. Thanks for watching. Stay